name's Jasmine Edwards. I left STACS in 2011 and I am now Head of English at the RSA Academy in Tipton. What I learnt from my time here, my 7 years here, most of all really, was a sense of community, and that's what I've kind of carried with me throughout the rest of my life and into my career. So that real sense of caring for others, looking out for each other, and really sort of building like a family within school. And that's something that has stayed with me up until now, especially when thinking about friendship groups and really building those lasting friendships. I think my journey throughout STACS really taught me resilience more than anything, and like to be determined and motivated to be the best person that you could be. And that's something that kind of grew year on year, with kind of every year that came the chance or the opportunity to be resilient and to be determined and to be motivated and to showcase your best attributes were presented through different opportunities, whether it be something like reading in maths, or even something like going on a residential to like Alton Castle or Ogwen Cottage, up to sort of your external examinations and then even applying to university. So there were different opportunities available throughout school that allowed me to kind of build those skills and enhance them as each year went on. As a person, I think coming to school here really did help shape me from a child into an adult, and I think the adult that I left here as in 2011 has kind of shaped the adult that I am now, 10 years later.
Hi, I am Lucy Hickey. I left St Thomas Aquinas in 2005 and I am now a reception teacher. St Thomas Aquinas has a really special place in my heart. My time here has just been incredible really, and I really did make so many special friends that have lasted right up until today. You know, many of them I still go out, meet, you know, every couple of months we catch up and, you know, always talk about our times back at St Thomas Aquinas. I always kind of remember it was Jim Foley that was the head. He was always, be the best person you can be. And that's kind of, I suppose, stuck in my head really. But it taught me a lot about perseverance and sticking at something, even if it might not be always easy, or it might not turn out exactly how you want the first time. If you keep trying and persevering, then you'll kind of reap the rewards in the end. The school itself, the building, has changed quite a bit. Coming in the entrance there, I was a bit taken aback with, you know, some of the changes and how it's been modernised. And, you know, I suppose the community feel about the school is still the same, and whenever I walk through the door I kind of think, oh, I feel back home, I feel back with the St Thomas Aquinas family. I decided I wanted to remain in Catholic education. That was something that was really important to me. I went to Newman University and did my postgraduate certificate in education, and eventually kind of found a dream job really in a local school to Thomas Aquinas, and we're now working with the MAC schools and the Lumen Christi, and to be back part of that and kind of come full circle is something quite special really. And hopefully some of the children that I'm now teaching, you know, they'll make that journey through John Fisher and then through to Aquinas, and then you never know, maybe some more teachers on the horizon as well.
Hi, my name's Dennis. I left STACS in 2017 and today I am an accountant. I started STACS in year 7 and went all the way through to sixth form and finished there. So in year 7, cheeky chappy, whatever, probably got myself into a bit too much trouble. I was probably a bit too cheeky, but you only live once. As I grew up within STACS, though, I feel like what STACS has showed me is to always give people an opportunity, always give people a second chance, third, fourth, fifth chance. In my case, I feel like in hindsight, I had plenty of opportunity, which now as an adult is something I can take with me everywhere. Like, don't give up on people. I feel like STACS definitely didn't give up on me. In year 11, I was head of sports. I was sports captain, so a bit of responsibility, a bit of, you know, you get to pick who's playing sports, who's doing this, who's doing that, which at a young age, it is good to have early responsibility roles. As I grew older and I got into sixth form, I was a first black head boy, which till this day, 100% is one of my biggest achievements and something I'm very proud of. I tell everyone, Like, yep, I was head boy for STACS, don't forget that. So I feel like it gave me an opportunity to be a leader, and which in this day and age, you don't really get that opportunity so easily. So I remember in year 10, Miss Moran approached me privately, just told me straight that I'm throwing my life away, basically. I need to put my head down. But she didn't do it in a way of telling me off, or you're this, you're that. It's more like, don't disappoint me, don't disappoint yourself type of thing. She gave me a revision booklet. My exam was the next day. I went through that whole booklet in one day, came back next day for my exam, easy, got a B. And that's because, like, she didn't have to do, I feel like in hindsight, I look at it and I just think, teachers don't have to do a lot of the things that they do for you, but they do it for your best interest. So that's something I really appreciated. While you're here, there is a culture of like niceness, but I don't feel like that wraps it up properly. When I was in here, there was one of our golden rules: don't put others down. So like you're constantly reminded to support others, support your peers, older, younger, and I feel like that's something that's definitely stuck with me, because in applying for jobs, I then gravitated towards, the not-for-profit sector, and that's because I like to help people. I've been taught to help people from a young age, and I'll definitely credit that to STACS as well.
Hi, my name is Catherine Laverty. I left STACS back in 2014 and I am now a researcher at the University of Birmingham working towards my PhD. So when I joined STACS back in year 7, I think I was really quite quiet, I was quite shy. No one from my feeder primary school had joined with me, so it was a whole new experience with new students, and I would say I was extremely nervous, definitely a back of the class, sort of don't say too much, don't put your hand up type of person. And I think that one of my lasting sort of memories for STACS is how it changed me to be really quite confident, to be able to speak up for myself, to be able to put my hand up in a class and answer questions, but also all the friends and relationships that I made along the way. So 7 years later, I'm still very much in touch with all the girls that I met on that first day in year 7. We still meet up really regularly, and some of them are going to be my bridesmaids at my wedding. So the relationships and the community that is built at STACS is definitely one that lasts and outstays us being here as students. I don't think I would be where I am today without having been at STACS. I always remember one piece of advice is when I was applying for the universities, and I sort of had a list of places I wanted to go, and then in a moment of self-doubt thought, there's absolutely no way any of these universities will accept me. And one of the teachers here said, let them make that decision, put the best version of you down on paper and put yourself out there, because if you stop before you get there, then it will always be a no. And I think that's something that I've held on to throughout my career, really, to always put myself up for things and to have confidence. One of the things that I think I've taken with me most from my time of STACS is my faith and the values that come with attending a Catholic school. So whether you start out with a faith or leave with a faith, what you definitely will walk away with is those core values, so being respectful to other people, understanding other people's beliefs and intentions, and being kind and compassionate to other people, which is something that has stuck with me. And I work within a research lab at the moment that focuses on positive clinical outcomes for people with intellectual disabilities and rare genetic syndromes. And I think that lots of my want to do good in the world has come from my time at STACS and those core values that come with having a faith.
Hello, my name is Finn Shiner. I am the Parliamentary and Press Officer for a Catholic charity called Aid to the Church in Need, which supports persecuted Christians all over the world. We currently have a campaign to try and get asylum to the UK for a now 15-year-old Christian girl in Pakistan called Myra Shabazz, who was treated absolutely awfully. So that's the parliamentary side. The press side is more writing press releases, writing reports, writing articles for newspapers and magazines, and even sometimes ghostwriting articles for lords and MPs and people of that ilk. I loved Tommy's. I really did enjoy school. Obviously, I think most people who go to school, when they look back at it, we all have our regrets. Maybe I could have worked a bit harder at this point or that point, but on the whole, I really enjoyed it. And when I think of Tommy's, I have fond, very, very fond memories. Some really good teachers there, some really hardworking, good teachers, and a really good culture. Obviously, Christ-centered culture that really benefited me. When I was actually at school, I kind of thought the whole God thing was a load of old nonsense. Thought it was a load of rubbish, really, and I kind of was constantly arguing with RE teachers or other people in my class about God's existence, or in my opinion, lack thereof. But when I left school and went to university, I began to see that those values that I loved and missed, and that warmth and that sense of meaning and purpose and direction that I had when I was at school, that didn't come out of nowhere, and that, you know, they were intrinsically linked with the fact that the school was built around, first and foremost, the foundation of the school was Christ. So when I was about sort of 22, after uni, I began to rethink a lot of things about God and about Jesus. And then when I was 24, I started going to church again, went to confession and started going to church again. And I've kind of just tried to stay on that path ever since. That's been, you know, nearly 5 years, and my life is a lot better. So I think it's fair to say I wouldn't be doing the work I do now if it wasn't for Tommy's, because of the, you know, what I was talking about earlier. The school just really, I really soaked up all that Catholicism, and I didn't know it at the time, but I really soaked it up, and like I said, I missed it when I didn't have it. So I wouldn't be doing the work I do today if I wasn't a Catholic, because I believe in it and I think it's important.
My name's Becky Mustoe, and I left St Thomas Aquinas a long time ago, 1998, and I've gone on to be the Vice Principal at St John Fisher Primary School. I think Thomas Aquinas has taught me over my time here lots and lots of many things. I think some of the most important ones are you can be resilient and aim high and work hard, and if you can do all of those things, then you know you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. And I think that was really kind of instilled in me as soon as I arrived at Thomas Aquinas. It taught me to kind of to be the best person I can be, and you know, want good things for myself, and not be prepared to settle for anything less. It provided lots of opportunities for not just prayer and collective worship and all things like that, but actually like a quiet space just to reflect about my relationship with God, and it strengthened it, and that's something that I still, you know, it shaped my life today, it shaped my work, it shaped who I am, it shaped me as a mom, as a teacher, and I just think it's had a huge influence over my life. My child comes here now, and you know, he's really happy here, and he gets that feeling that actually everyone really cares about you here. And it's a genuine love for the students, and that hasn't changed, that feeling of kind of belonging to something really special and being part of a family, and that hasn't changed, and that's something that I think you don't necessarily get everywhere else, and that's what makes Thomas Aquinas a really special place. I'm so proud and so privileged to be able to say that I'm the Vice Principal at John Fisher, because actually I get to kind of shape other people's lives now in a really real way. So all of the students in our school, I hope, you know, that I can play a similar role in their lives and kind of inspiring them to kind of be the best person they can be, and to develop their faith in God, and think about how it can shape their life for the future.
My advice to a student starting at STACS in September, or a student that is currently here at STACS, would be to take every opportunity that is offered to you. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks, or if it's something that's out of your comfort zone, just take it, just do it, because it will become probably a defining moment in your life. And I think another piece of advice that I would offer to students is to really make sure that the friendships that you create here, that you build and you cherish, because they will last a lifetime.
I'm sure lots of people told me this when I was starting out, but really enjoy every single moment that you are here and take every single opportunity that you can. I think that you get out of STACS as much as you put in, so volunteering for things, standing up and raising your hand in class, answering a question and really pushing yourself to the limit. You'll get the most out of STACS that way. Set
the bar high, so always aim for, if you're in year 7 and you're in set 3, set 4, it's not a big deal. That's fine, but aim higher, because when you aim high, if you fall short of that, you're still in a good position. So I definitely say STACS gave me a bit of that as well.
Love your time at school. Love your time with your friends. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. Respect your teachers. That they care about you genuinely. They want the best for you. And they want to help you succeed. So kind of listen and respect them, and yeah, you'll have a great time. Embrace it, embrace it.
Even if you think you can't always listen to them, or it's difficult to do so, just take a minute, reflect, and have a think, because actually they genuinely care for you and want the best for you, and they know what the right thing to do is and the right path that you need to take. So just listen to them.